Googsz Kinnard, y'all already know what time it is. Raw Talent, aka the R&B shirtless bandit. We out here.
The shirtless bandit, that's different.
Welcome to Raw Talent with your host, Miss Pink. Welcome to Raw Talent. Welcome to Raw Talent with your host, Miss Pink. Welcome to Raw Talent.
And we out here.
So who is Googsz Kinnard?
Googsz Kinnard is I. It's my. Hey man, everybody got like another identity to them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You grew up, somebody, but then you found your inner, your inner self, and I think all in all, as an artist, with the energy, the drive, the passion, and like I said, the skills, you gotta have I just spit that up. But with all that together, I just feel like I developed something that I don't think a lot of people have within themselves, as far as like to entertain and carry an audience and see smiles on everybody's faces, from the kids up to the adults. I know how to control a crowd, what I'm saying, for what it is. And I don't step into a performance and do what I want to do all the time.
Right.
I look at what it is. I might come to a performance a lot of the times and just look around, not even routinely, I'm scheduled a performance, and I'll go in there and just improv and show, like, and it's another test to myself, like, oh yeah, you doing this for a reason. But I like to see everybody smiling. The more people I see smiling, the more that motivation
Right.
to keep going.
Right. So what does Googsz stand for?
Googsz, well, when I was young, my grandma, rest in peace, she called me Googie. Googie was my immediate name for like the family. I still got a couple people that call me Googie to this day. But when I went in foster care, I got a foster brother. Shout out to Zay, you already know what time it is. He overheard me being called Googie over the phone back in 2010. Now this is 2010. I had my name Googsz Kinnard for 11 years now, so this has been solid. I ain't just no walk up out of the shower and I just
Right.
my name Googsz. And I was trying to develop. So I was at the time where I was developing my name. I didn't have my name then, and I was like, damn, I'm an artist now. I'm starting to write. I'm singing, and people like I didn't like my my real name to be my name. So I was like. He was like, hey, we was just messing around with the Googie or whatever. He was like, what about Googsz? So I gotta give Zay the credit for real, because at first I was like, what the hell is a Googsz? Yeah, just like everybody else says.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah,
is
I asked that question.
Real talk, like everybody says that to me all the time, and I had to say that, and it's a
Because it's unique.
Story. Yeah, it's a
unique.
corny story. It's not really much to the story, but it's the principle, and it's the whole reason why everything still is what it is, because I was like, all right, I'll let Googsz go. I threw it out there. I started and I added Googsz to my first song. Threw it out there. Got some good. It was like, what's Googsz? Googsz. That's different, because I didn't want to be no love or no young.
Yeah.
Or no, you know what I'm saying? I just, and especially being the R&B lane, I couldn't.
You couldn't go that route.
Something got to give. So I was just like, I'm Googsz. I ain't even throw the Kinnard at the time. But then I was like, damn, it feels empty. Like I feel naked. Like I feel, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I was like, I need something
to go with it.
Solid. And I was like, well, shit, let me throw my real name. You know what I'm saying? My last name at the end, Googsz Kinnard. And
so, what is your real first name?
Mark.
Mark.
Yeah, I'm a junior.
But
I never met my dad before. So
wow.
It's like, you know what I'm saying? To me, it's like, well, I'm gonna carry somebody's name and represent, and then basically they getting kind of love too.
Yeah.
That's my son. That's my son. And I'm like, Brian, never seen you before.
So did you not meet your dad because he didn't want to be in your life, or because he couldn't, or
It was because he had a choice.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? I don't really know. Like I said, I only spoke to him a couple of times, but of course, the blame game is always being thrown around. But it's just, I feel like all in all, it's your decision. You had power. You didn't
exercises, right?
Incarcerated,
Right.
none of that
Right.
shit. You got other kids and stuff like that too. You've been married a few
So
times.
being an adult now, would you go back and have a relationship with him?
I went to start one with my mom. So I mean, it's like, I feel like in this life, and I didn't see her before this few times that I seen her. I grew up without my mom as well. Like I said, I grew up in foster care, so I didn't grow up with none of my parents at all. Like
So do you mind divulging like how that came about?
yeah. Well, I mean, I was born in Cleveland,
Mm-hmm.
so you know what I'm saying. I was only like a couple of weeks old, if anything, from my knowledge.
Right.
What I was told from my grandma, that I was brought to New York, and I was supposed to visit my grandma, for a while, just to go. I was a newborn.
Yeah.
And supposedly they left. Allegedly they left, and they never came. They just simply never came back.
Your parents together?
Yeah, like they just at the time.
Wow.
They just never left and came back, and they were still together before they divorced, and you know what I'm saying, because they had 3 more kids after me.
So you're the oldest?
I'm the oldest out of my dad, but I'm the 4th out of my mom and my dad.
So what happened to
I'm 1 out of 9.
What happened to the 3 before that your mom had?
They still was with them. I'm the only 1 out of 9 that was left and grew up in foster care out of everybody else. Everybody else is in Cleveland.
How does that make you feel though?
At that time, how could I feel? I didn't know nothing.
I mean, but now, like knowing that you know what I'm saying. I mean, yeah, you grown up, but I mean, childhood scars still, carry.
Now,
Mm-hmm.
after I've seen them a few times and stuff like that, my brothers and my sister, they love me. Like my little brothers and my sister, shout out to my shine, everybody.
Did they know about you before you?
They knew,
got
they
older?
heard of me. But word around it was like, well, you gonna see him when you get older. He ain't gonna. That's the type of energy that was given to them. They couldn't do nothing to come see me.
Yeah, they were kids themselves.
I couldn't blame
them.
Like,
right.
So when I turned 18, 17, I
went and found them.
Yeah. I found them. My sister and my brother on Facebook and everything, and my older brother Brandon. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Brandon. Theo. You know what I'm saying? I got autism. Shout out to all my little brothers. They grew a love for me because I came down there and I showed them who I was.
Right.
Before they even had to, you know what I'm saying? So that let them know, like, oh, this dude real for real.
Right.
Because he actually came up here after all these years.
Right.
Didn't even know we existed or where we was at or nothing. Found us. Came up here by Greyhound. You know what I'm saying? Left and spent some time with them and everything. It was the best times. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I went up there a few more times and then I just left them some months ago, just so I can spend some time with them again. They're living in straight poverty. Ain't nothing to eat. And my sister got 3 kids in the project. She 24 years old. You feel me? Ain't nothing. My mom, my whole family, ain't none of my family got on that side for real. We need to come up. We need a golden ticket. That's why another reason why I feel like I had to
pushing so hard,
and I had to push over because why am I gonna suffer with them? Why am I gonna suffer in their suffered situation? And they're already when I'm already suffering again over here.
Right.
But I'm pushing myself with this music and everything to do so much so I can be able to go back there and give back. You see what I'm saying? And then do things that they couldn't. They be a big brother and to show them things that they wasn't ever shown.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Which I have. Like every time I went up there, I even gave them clothes, shoes off my back that I had. That when I was up there and I left, I said, I'm leaving some stuff for y'all. I'll take them out bowling, movie, anything that food, stuff that they getting that shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? At all, they don't do nothing. They have no guidance. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do everything I can.
So how's your relationship with your mom?
We don't really have one. It's like I think she's still surprised that like when she see me, she just look me up and down, kind of like not even in a bad way. Like we spoke a couple times when I was there, but we don't call each other. We don't, you know what I'm saying, talking and like that on a daily basis, nothing like that. I don't call her. Last time I talked to her when I was probably up there. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't. She's with somebody. She's with an older guy. You know what I'm saying? She has like daddy issues. You know what I'm saying? And she's with an older guy, and she kind of gives him more attention than the kids and anybody. And the kids is at a house, and they're just there. They have food. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Anything they have to do, they have to take the buses by themselves. All that. I have a whole brother that's 22, 6 foot. He has a full autism, and all he do is sit in the house and rock back and forth. And if you give him some music with the TV, that's what his entertainment is all day. That real shit. That's how that life is up there. And everybody else in the house ain't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Really, it's nothing going on up there. Like when you seriously, it's crazy. East and the east on the west, they live on the west side of Cleveland, but it's not. They in a house, but they in the jets.
Right.
You feel me? They just moved from the east side of Cleveland though, in the real jets. Like, you know what I'm saying? So they need to get out.
So you were in foster care because your grandma passed?
No, I was back in foster care because my grandma passed. Yeah, because I went in foster care when she was still living because she was in and out of a hospital. And she had heart problems for 20-something years. And she didn't want to get a heart transplant, nothing like that. She was like, she wanted to go with her own heart. You know what I'm saying? She meant that. She was a chain smoker. So she was to the point where I told her, I said, I'll throw your cigarettes away. She said, that'll be the day you die. Type shit. Like, yeah. So I was like,
them older people don't be playing.
Yeah, they won't play at all. She would smoke a pack of cigarettes a day. Like, a day. You know what I'm saying? To the tip, though. In the ashtray to the tip. Marlboro 100. You know what I'm saying? Never, and I won't forget. Like, that shit was so crazy. Like, how you could see somebody smoke so many cigs. And she'll call me. She be like, Googsz. Like, it's a Googsz story. Googsz. And I'd be in the bed. It can be late in the morning, like 1 o'clock in the morning. I gotta go to school in the morning, right?
Hey, go get her some more cigarettes.
Nah, listen. I go in the room, be like, huh? Like, I'm tired. Like, huh? Like, she be like, rub my back or rub my feet in the middle of the night. I thought that's how I got so good. I guess that's why I got so good at giving massages and stuff. I ain't gonna lie to you.
She gave you a gift.
No, yeah, she gave me a secret. I'm like, bro, why am I doing this? Like, seriously, why am I doing this? And now I'm gonna think about picking up physical.
Yeah, right.
That shit crazy, like, but. Yeah, she was definitely with that smoking shit though. But yeah, rest in peace to Nana.
So what are your artist gifts?
I'm an R&B young goat in the making. It's crazy. I'm the next.
The shirtless bandit.
Yeah, Googsz Kinnard, you already know the shirtless R&B bandit. I'm telling you. Look, I'm the next best thing since Casey from Jodeci. Stop playing, like. And I say that with complete confidence. Like, maybe it takes an interview like this for people to really know how serious you are. Because I talk to a lot of people and they know I'm a very, 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 very solid person. You know what I'm saying? I don't really, you know what I'm saying, play around. So if I say I do something, I really do it. You know what I'm saying? I'll do it in front of you. Like, if I say I sing, I'll sing in front of you.
Right.
And people don't understand that, bro. I can sing anybody you name. That's Tyrese. That's Joe. That's Donnell Jones. That's female singers. Shout out to Donnell Jones. I'm followed by Donnell Jones. Donnell Jones follows me on IG. You feel me? Mario told me himself that my song was alright. You feel me? He was like, bro, survive, bro. Speak to my head, me, like, that's my joint. You feel me? Like, I'm getting credits from the GOATs. You feel me? I'm not just out here doing this stuff just to get girls or doing this other stuff. All that stuff come and go. It come and go with it. You know what I'm saying? Just like the money. That's why I know that my time is coming and my opportunity is coming, because I'm not thinking about money and the females and stuff. I'm thinking, this is what got me through life.
Right. Like,
this shit really got me through times where I thought about getting in the corner with a big ass knife and just saying fuck everything. You feel me? I've been there in foster home, respite after foster home, people trying to control you.
What's respite?
Respite is temporary housing, when you go to somebody's house for like a weekend or so, and then you go somewhere else, then you go somewhere else, then you go somewhere else.
So you bounce around a lot.
Yeah, I've been in like over 10 different foster homes. And then I'm not even counting youth emergency shelters and the little respites that you do stay here with. I've been in Caribbean families. I've been in every type of family setting you can think of, with kids, without kids, single. I gave one single guy, you know what I'm saying, that tried to say, you know what I'm saying, do some stuff, and I had to get out of that situation at a young age. You feel me? Like, it's a lot of shit that people don't understand, that somebody like me that can be, oh, he has this energy, oh, he's a singer, oh, they think that I'm living such a great ass life or have came up in a great ass background, and yo, I have not lived none of that shit. Like anything that I've got, it was definitely not by no silver spoon,
Right.
on no certain.
Do you pour their pain into your art?
Yeah. Always. New music out right now. Go check me out. Googsz Kinnard everywhere. Apple Music, Spotify, your Pandora, your TikTok. You can look me up on your IG stories. You can do anything you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what I do. And no matter of me struggling, I also invest in the United Masters. And I'm definitely gonna put out music all the time I want to. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm gonna do.
So what's United Masters?
United Masters is the distribution platform to get your music out all over. You know, I guess 30 or so plus platforms. You know what I'm saying? And definitely can boost your fans up and everything. I mean, I've definitely seen a difference since I've had United Masters. But
is that why you're in the top 10 now?
No, I'm at top 10 on #1music.com. I've been on them for quite some time, over 5 years now. I've been with #1music, and I only have 3 songs on there because I'm not even like a full member on there. You know, how some like websites you have to be a full member to seek all the benefits.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, whatever. I'll just let this
try this out and see.
Now to this day, I have over 12,000 plus views. You know what I'm saying? Like on different songs and stuff, and people subscribing to my emailing list, sending me emails every day. Hey, Googsz, yo, I've been playing your songs for this panel or this party that we just had. Oh, my friends love your music. I don't even know these people.
Right.
They're telling me like your songs are doing this for me. Your songs that I hope you endeavor in your future. Like all that type shit. That shit touching to me.
Right.
Like,
motivation.
Really care? Like,
right.
That's it. At the time, you think nobody cares.
I think nobody's paying attention.
I can't say that nobody's not watching.
Right.
I can't say that. That's why I say I gotta keep doing what I'm doing, because it's not like I'm just sitting around. I had somebody tell me the other day that's supposed to be caring so much about me. I told me I'm pursuing myself with my music. You know what they told me? Oh, they kind of like smirked at it and was like, you know what, Mark? You need to go ahead, and when you stop believing in all that other stuff, like basically she just threw that shit in the dumpster. Like all these years that you so-called knew me since 17, you basically like threw that shit like I never was doing nothing. like
you ain't getting nowhere.
I ain't getting nowhere. I ain't like she just threw that shit, and I'm like, word. I just left.
How you deal with that?
I just at that time I just left her because I ain't do nothing crazy. I was like, you know what? That's exactly what I was waiting to hear. That's exactly what I wasn't hear. I was kind of like she was beating around the bush all this whole time. You know what I'm saying? Until that time, and I was like, you know what? I'm ready to pickpocket this out you real quick.
Right?
Is this what you saying? And I basically got her to say that, and I was like, word. You never believed in me from day one. Period.
So what is your artistic purpose? Define what your purpose is. That's what I'm asking you to do.
Like my mission?
Your purpose. Like my purpose as an artist is to spread my story, to inspire other people, to, you know, I want to leave my mark. What's your purpose?
You know that's a lot, but that's definitely a big point. But it's not just leaving a mark; it's leaving like the mark, because it's the people. It's the I know that a lot of young kids and young youth and everything, they look up to me. You know, when they come around me, I gravitate. Little kids, babies, they gravitate toward me. And I at first I didn't understand. I'm like, damn, well, maybe I'm just I guess they just like how, you know. But I had to really realize in the energies, like in things and shit like that. Like, and I was like, bro, these kids know when somebody is good around them. You know what I'm saying? They're not stupid. They're just as wise as we were now.
If not wiser.
I think they might be a little wiser than some of us. And it's like, I had to really take that and like absorb that. Like, damn, yo, you really can do something for this, not just this city, not just this state, the world. Like, I have not just saying the appearance, so I could get the appearance. Bro, I feel like I have all the tools necessary to go out there and be a positive force and to bring a movement of people that people never realize or never would think have talents.
Right.
There's so many people here that I know that are better rappers, that are better actors, that are better poets than people in videographers, than people that we see on TV getting producers,
Right.
getting acknowledged. Oh my gosh, like
Right.
it just makes you upset sometimes. I'm not hating on the next man. I'm not hating on you. I'm
Right.
not hating on him.
But we could all be there
But
too.
it's like, yo, come on,
Yeah.
like we it's more fish in the bowl to feed. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Come on now, like Jesus did it.
Jesus.
Shit, you think all that, cause all that shit can come and go. Like people that and all that got all that fame and all that shit or whatever, that shit can come and go just as quick as you got it. You know what I'm saying?
They
and they
can.
don't realize that, and that shit is really gone. That's why I feel like I did not make it before. You know what I'm saying? Not because I've been singing since I was 6 years old. All right, I've been entertaining in school, elementary school, middle school, having solos and everything. What would you do with your child at 6, 7 years old and you had solos and everything in school, doing all that stuff? What was the next step to your child? What would you would have done?
Push them further
Thank
into
you.
the.
I never had that because I didn't have none of that. I didn't have no guidance, none of that next step support. My school, they was like, oh, this school, outside of school, I did nothing. They didn't even know I was running away from home or none of that shit. You see what I'm saying? That's the reason why, a lot of the reason why, like, damn, why haven't you been made it? You know how many times I get asked that question? People hear my music and stuff, and they just ask me, why are you here? Are the streets holding you back? What? That's what you gonna tell me just because I'm a nut? That's a stereotypical shit that I hear. What, the streets was holding you back, bro? Hell no. I never had support.
Right.
I never had support enough,
Right.
I guess, from the streets.
Right.
For real, for real.
Right.
I wasn't in the streets enough.
Right.
But yeah,
Right.
that's the type of shit
Why
like that.
Richmond though?
No bullshit. Well, I grew up in Petersburg. So, like, Trey Songz, like, I won my first talent show at 13 years old from Virginia State University at a foster care panel. It was like 1,000 people there. I didn't even know it was going to be that many people there. I was showing up like, okay, we having a panel. There's going to be some food, entertainment, and shit. I'm there. Bet. I meet some girls or whatever. Boom, boom, boom. That's, you know, the typical shit. But I heard that was a talent show there. Me, I wasn't afraid to sing in front of nobody at the age of 13 still. Because why? I was singing solos and shit in elementary school like it was nothing.
Right.
So this was my next step. This was my big break. One of my bigger breaks. And I'm like, okay. Now, mind you, before this talent show, the people that were in the talent show, they knew about the talent show before the talent show. I did not know nothing about the talent show until the day before. And I didn't have no practice. I didn't know what I was going to be singing.
Wow.
Nor did I have a beat or anything. They had beats, music, everything.
So you
I
acapella?
not. Yes.
Mm.
And I wasn't the only one. But this is the crazy part about it. I go up there, I'm like, all right. So she's like, I don't know if I want to sign you up. I don't know if, what can you do? I'm like, I'm a singer. She was like, you sing? Sing something. I sung something. I was like, you know, I you with him, he ain't right, but she was like, hold on. I'll sign you up. You know, she was like, I'll sign you up. Lie to you not. There was like 20 acts. Boys and men, do edition. Right?
They didn't practice everything.
Had their steps down and everything. Okay. It was one thing I didn't still see in everybody. Everybody didn't have that.
Hunger.
They didn't. I just seen that they was just up there. They were just up there. Like, okay, yeah, we're having a good time. We're trying to get this money. They didn't have the passion that I had. And I'm like, wait till I get on stage. So now at that point, instead of me being nervous, I absorbed all that shit. So I'm in the back like, wait till Big Dog get on stage. I got up to date in Virginia State. Mark Kinnard, they called me Mark Kinnard at the time. I won't buy Googsz at the time. That was 2010, right before my name, you know what I'm saying? So after that event, of course, you already know I had it. I was like, yeah, I got somebody there.
Right.
Called me upstage. Oh, I guess the little people saying I was cute. He ain't no little. Alright, boom. So I get on stage. I'm like, alright. Then it's a sudden joke. Some little slight nervous.
Right.
Like, this is the most people I done seen in
You realize
Probably,
there's more people than
I'm 12, 13 years old. 13 years old. I'm like, there's a lot of people right here. So I'm like, alright, I'm up here now. So I get the mic. She like, alright, so introduce me. They give you the cold intro. You know what I'm saying? The little joint where you just hear the mic exchange. Nothing being said. It's just like a you know what I'm saying? Like, it sounds like some movie shit. So I go up there. They said he's doing an acapella. So, you know what I'm saying? Let him know I'm alright. I didn't know about this event. La 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 la. I go up that joint. All of a sudden, I just go up that joint. Start singing. I see you with him. He ain't right, but you ain't tripped. You stand by while he lies, then turn right around. And I started hearing I can see your face with those tears. And I started hearing that loud clap. And I see all the girls. And I don't want to compete to you and your man.
Right.
Even though I know I treat you better than he can. Girl, I can't help but everybody start you give back. Everybody, I can't help but. Then when they started singing, I started getting the call and response. I can't help but till you see. I knew it was over. Then. So in my mind, I'm like, I got him now. Till you see you. When I got past that part, it was over with. Then I'm like, all right. So they clapping after the first verse. I said, oh, they give me an ovation. Then the first verse. It ain't friends who just and you know that you should be rocking the latest in purses, braces, and watches. Your work like all that shit just got him, and it was over with. And then so it was just like a standing ovation after that. I killed that shit. 13 though. Shout out to Trey Songz. That's my boy. Top 5, man. That's my top.
So would you classify that as the best performance of your career so far?
No. That was one of my worst.
For real?
What? I was 13 years old. If I didn't progress at 13 years old,
okay.
What I'm be here for. Right. Real talk.
So do you have a performance that you would classify as your best performance of your career so far?
Do I have one? Of course. I mean, if I had to narrow one down, oh man, that's kind of tough. I've done a lot. Excuse me. I've done well over 100 shows. So
it's hard to depict which one you would classify.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to narrow one down, like in the quickness. If I had to remember this show, because I like a lot of intimate crowds and stuff too. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Like it ain't about a big crowd, the biggest crowd. That's right. Me, because the biggest crowd can be the driest crowd too. You feel me? But I did some great shows at Carry 100. Like I did some real great shows at Carry 100. I can say I did some decent to good performances at Nuttery Buttery. Don't get me wrong. At the where we've been.
Yeah, you performed in my open mics and everything.
Don't get me wrong, but I think the best is yet to come. Real talk, like the best is yet to come.
So, what kind of singer do you classify yourself as?
R&B seductive.
Slow
jam. On your after hours.
The quiet storm. So what makes you feel complete?
I don't know. I guess my energy, my drive, my ambition, like that stuff really carries a toll on me for real. It really, without it, I don't think I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing. I ain't gonna lie. If I didn't believe that I had what I had, if I didn't tell myself, yo, you have a voice. I motivate myself every morning when I wake up in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta tell myself, like you got it. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you gonna get up. Got an opportunity to that in the world just
right.
I have to tell myself these things because I feel like the end of the rope, is near. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I can't think.
What you mean by the end of the rope?
I just feel like I be wanting to stop. You know what I'm saying? And people be like, "Oh, you just bullshitting." Like you probably like right now, and I said that you probably.
But why do you feel like that?
Cause it's like sometimes I feel like I'm not asking for a lot of credit, or do I expect credit, nothing like that. But at the same time, I don't get acknowledged a lot of the time. You know, I feel like for as long as I've been on the scene.
But are you doing it for acknowledgement?
No, that's why I said I don't look for that. But I feel like, you know, you've been doing it so long in your city and everything, and nothing. The next step, you know what I'm saying? Nothing has ever surpassed that. And it's like I don't want to be known as no local celebrity. You feel me? I didn't want to be that from the jump. You feel me? I wanted my gifts and talents to be heard and acknowledged across the world.
Do you feel like you can do that from Richmond?
I've already started it though. You feel me? Like,
I mean, do you feel like you're gonna be plateaued into what you want to be being here?
Do I feel like am I gonna make it coming out of Richmond? No. No.
Okay, why you don't feel like that?
Because they don't. Richmond and Virginia, like for real, like period. Like we've overcome and populated the rap culture more than anything. Like y'all don't show us no love. Like for real. Like,
but why do you think people don't show us no love?
Seriously, because like you have to realize that everybody that's come out of the city, who's come up R&B out of the city? Name me somebody that's came up out of the
Trey Songz. That's the only one. That's Petersburg
over
though.
12 years ago. Yes, that's back in 2004 or 5. I was a little kid. I'm 25 years old now. It's every 10 or so years, it's supposed to be another group of artists, a group of great balls of talent that's supposed to come back out.
But what's the difference between him making it and anybody else making it?
Exactly, it's not one. It's supposed to be. And when I'm like, I'm not caught up on Trey. Trey, one of my favorite artists, but we're not caught up on Trey. No, Trey is.
But Chris Brown too.
They've surpassed it in their 30s. They came out in their teenage. They've surpassed their career. They're doing well. They're doing well for themselves. It's other people out here that's starving for opportunities. That's really about this shit too. That's ready for the next level. That's not just saying that we do it, because a lot of people do what we do,
right?
Do the things that we do, but they're not ready for the next level of what they do. You feel me? They can't. Oh, I'm still shy when I get up on stage. And you telling me that? You telling an entertainer that? And you talking about you want to be to the next? Yo, come on, we got some work to do. Cause I'm an entertainer. I'm not afraid of hitting no stage. I will hit a stage. I don't know nobody, a soul. I've done that. Karaoke bars, I do that. I will go on all white bars, everything. People don't expect me to do nothing. They think I'm a rap or something, and I'm singing, and they're like, "Oh my God, let me buy you a drink after that." No, I'm good, but I appreciate you liking my performance though, cause I don't drink. You know what I'm saying? But I did that to be like, yo, don't ever judge a book by its cover for one. Right. Because you think that I'm gonna come in here and do something else, but I ain't. I come in here and flip the whole script on you, do Michael Jackson or something on you,
right?
Some crazy stuff, or sing some crazy country something on you. You know what I'm saying? Because when I said I had to, when I have the gift of music and voice, I didn't say that I was one dimensional. I stayed in one lane. Right. I do this. Voice is everything. I would do voiceovers. I would do weddings. I've sung at funerals. I've sung at weddings. I've sung at graduations. You know what I'm saying? I do it all.
You ain't putting yourself in a box?
Never. Right. My shit is open. It's like an open box. You can't mail me off.
I like that. I like that. I like that.
Something might just be thrown back in that bitch. You can't.
So if you had an opportunity to speak to the younger you, or the youth that gravitate towards you, the kids that look up to you, what would you tell them?
Well, I actually advocate for foster care for the state of Virginia, so I actually talk to a lot of foster kids and youth that are going through stuff now that they go through with their housing and stuff. Individuals that have aged out, I'm trying to help them, give them resources that I might have known when I was first 18, but I'm 25, so all the resources that are given to them now at the age of 18, I don't get those now because I'm past 25 now, so like I said, I'm not doing it for me. It's not benefiting me. I'm doing it for them because they need to know their resources and benefits that they could be getting and should be getting if they're out here on the streets. And especially if you've been in foster care a day, an hour, if you got adopted and your family said, fuck you, get all those services if you're not 25 at all. If you're young and you think you're 19 or whatever and you think your life is over with and shit, bruh, come on now. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of resources you can get for real. Like, seriously. Like, I've been on CBS 6 News and I had to link, you know what I'm saying, talk about some of my struggles and stuff like that too. So I've been. You're
using your voice.
Yeah, you have
to. Yes.
You have to.
So what is your end goal? Like if it's one goal that you could reach that would make you satisfied in life, what is that?
for real, to me, honestly, I want to be well off.
What does that look like
well
for you?
off. Yeah, well off meaning
Not the want for nothing.
Yeah, like exactly, not the one for nothing, because I've had to want for something every day.
Right.
My life, I'm struggling. Like I feel like every day is survival mode with me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I might be.
So instead of surviving, you want to live.
I want to live. Yeah, I want to live freely. I want to live. I want to not even have. I'm not saying a perfect life or nothing, because ain't nothing perfect. But at the same time, it's like for all the obstacles that I've had to overcome.
But they said God gives His.
And I that's one of the only that's saying a couple of these sayings that we know is what keeps me going too.
But I will say this: looking at you, knowing you, and watching you perform and seeing you at events, nobody would know that your struggle is as great as your struggle is. So you're definitely, in my opinion, on the right path and doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not letting it hold you back like some people do. You're not, letting it get you down. So even if you felt like giving up, that's not something I would see you doing. That's why probably when people don't believe you when you say it, because that's not how you come across. Right. All you talk about is singing and performing. I'm going to do this show. I'm going to do that show. I'm coming out with this track. You know what I'm saying? I'm writing this. So why would I see that as somebody giving up? That look like somebody pushing 10 times harder to move forward. You know what I'm saying? Music videos. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff. You talk about a lot of stuff and you make it come true. So I feel like you should keep grinding. Do what you do. But if anybody wanted to look you up, where would they find you?
Googsz Kinnard. Googszkinnard.
I'm about to say, yeah, spell that.
Googszkinnard. Googsz Kinnard, the R&B shirtless
bandit. But thank you for your time. Tink did not come to play with you hoes. I came to slay, bitch.
Hello? What's going on? Wait. Which one of your friends done told you they seen me at the club Saturday night?
Another day, another issue.
And that sounds real funny because I've yet to even seen a strip club in my life. But look, I mean, if you continue to believe what they say, then maybe you should be with them.
Let's go.
You know?
Go!
I'm sacrificing everything I have for you to know that I'm trying to be the right man in your life. So why you be tripping? Never said I knew it all. So don't play me for no fool. We both know this ain't none of our friends' business. So I don't understand how your best friend trying to tell you things. She do anything just to see you looking so damn pissed. Tryna tell you I'm cheating on you, cause she wants to be treated like you. That girl, she's married to the streets. That's something that she'll always be. That girl, you can't trust that girl. Go digging ain't the healthy way to go. Overly exhausted from a long day making moves, singing because me to get into my mood. It can't change like you do. Can't settle this like food, just like it do for you. Baby, no, this ain't none of our friends' business. Oh no, so I don't understand how your best friend trying to tell you. Tryna tell you I'm cheating on you, cause she wants to be treated like you. That girl, she's married to the streets. That's something that she'll always be. That girl, so you can't trust that girl. Go digging ain't the healthy way to go.
Now tell me, do you wanna be? Girl, tell me, do you wanna be? Come on. Now girl, tell me, do you wanna be? Girl, tell me, do you wanna be? Now tell me, do you wanna be? Girl, tell me, do you wanna be? Do you wanna be known as?
Do you wanna be that girl? She's married to the streets. That's something that she'll always be. That girl. No, you can't trust. That girl. Go digging ain't the only way to go. No, no, no.